Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we break down one of their records. Normally, that's what we do. But this week, we are changing it up a bit. We are finishing up Worldwide season on the podcast. And this week, we are doing Mr. Worldwide himself. We are doing Pitbull, Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide. That's who we're doing this week. We're not doing a specific album. We're just going to kind of go through all of his records. We're going to be talking about certain singles, certain songs here and there, and kind of just his career in general and just that style of club party music. That's really what we're here for. So Worldwide season ends today with Mr. Worldwide himself, Pitbull. My name is Tyler. Way out there hundreds of miles away is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. And we also thought it would be appropriate to make mojitos because Pitbull is Cuban American.
Cuba. Say hello to my little frat.
So we decided to make mojitos, and mine looks like garbage. It looks bad. I've never made a mojito, and I don't know if I ever can or will again because this looks terrible.
Let's see what you got. That's just
no. It's like embarrassingly bad. Like I'm actually really embarrassed. It looks terrible. It looks so bad.
It's just here with their.
It looks
their
so
whole
bad.
Leaves, yeah. Like so, I mean,
their
like,
whole. Yeah, I didn't. You're supposed to muddle the mint leaves, but I did not do that at all.
I finally pinch them. I rip them apart. I don't want to spill my fucking laptop, but
yeah, please don't do that.
Yeah, like I don't know. Here's like how finally I like.
Oh yeah. You took some time. You took some time to do that.
Well, it's not take. You take 4 or 5 leaves, rip them in half, put them together, rip them in half, put them together, rip them in half.
Okay,
you keep ripping them. You throw them in there, then shake it up.
I did not do that.
Okay.
I did not. I ripped them a few times, but clearly not enough. Oh, this does not look good. Ugh. All right. Well, I'm gonna try it because I haven't even tried it. So. No.
It can't be bad.
I mean, it doesn't really taste like anything. It just tastes like water. You're
probably tasting all the soda water at the bottom where it's not properly mixed together.
Yeah, and the sugar in it has not. I'm crunching on pieces of sugar.
Oh yeah,
so there's that.
Yeah, you got to buy a tin. You don't have a shaker?
I don't have a shaker.
I
have all this alcohol shit. But I don't have a shaker.
You got to buy a shaker.
Yeah, I should.
Like
but I never drink mixed drinks.
They're like fucking $9.
I know, but I also never drink mixed drinks ever. I rarely drink them. But damn, dude, it's not good. There's nothing here. It doesn't taste like anything.
That sucks because like a good mojito,
I fucked up.
Dude, a good like fresh mojito. Like when we grew like mint leaves out here, and like I was going out and plucking the mint leaves from the garden and using the fresh lime juice, and then I'd get like sugar cubes and use a sugar cube, muddle that with it. I'm telling you, a good mojito. When it's 100,
yeah, no, it's great.
55 degrees outside too.
Yeah, mojitos are good. They're very, very good. But I just made an awful mojito. That was terrible. My Long Island was good when I made the Long Island, when we were in Long Island season. That was fantastic.
Well, yeah, that's actually the first time in a long time that I've had a good Long Island because everybody uses shitty alcohols, shitty ingredients. But our Long Islands are fucking pretty good.
Yeah, that was really good. Even Tammy really liked the Long Island. I made her a mojito too. And she's like, no, this is not good. I said, just dump it. She's like, yeah, I'm going to dump it right now. That's not good.
I would dump that.
It's so gross. Whatever. Anyway, we thought we were being festive with Worldwide season and doing Pitbull.
Mine's good. I'm not in the same boat as you. I mean, he's fucking delicious.
Right. You're right. When you're right, you're right.
My sugar is properly integrated into the cocktail. I've good mint leaf distribution throughout. Like that's why it's a little bit cloudy throughout and not like crystal clear like yours at the bottom and gets progressively cloudier to the top. Like I'm in a good mojito.
Okay, yeah, look at that. Look at that piece of garbage right there.
You look like that lady that like orders water and asks for like mint leaves to throw in her fucking water, and like won't even drink the water anyway. So like it's just a waste of fucking water.
I mean, honestly, you can't taste anything at all. It just tastes like water. Barely. It doesn't even taste like carbonated water. So
dump it. Fuck it.
I will. I'm not going to drink it. So I have a Coors Light. I poured myself a Coors Light.
Back to America.
Back to America. Thank God. No, I'm just kidding. We love our Cuban Americans. Cuba. So yeah, Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide. That's what we're doing this week. We made a top 10 list, our top 10 favorite Pitbull songs. We did listen to all 12 Pitbull albums, and honestly, it was a ton of fun. So let's start with like kind of our origin story with Pitbull, because I'm sure we have an origin story, and then we'll kind of get, I guess, a first impression on Pitbull, and then we'll kind of go through his. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go chronologically through his career, talk about certain albums, not go too deep into them, but kind of talk about
events, the scene,
things like that, the scene, and then we're gonna be throwing in our bangers in there, and then at the end we're gonna give our top 10 bangers from each of from Pitbull. So let's go with origin story with Pitbull. What do you got?
Go. My origin story is Culo. Culo was the first song that I heard by Pitbulls, and instantly loved it. I instantly loved it because Lil Jon was already doing music at the time. I was like, oh, I like what he's doing with the East Side Boys. I like that early kind of crunk rock before like it was him and popular and well known, because he was doing that shit since like the late 90s. So by the time Pitbull hit, it was already fun. And this is like, well into our high school career, and I was still going to like dances outside of Esperanza and like Loera with like the YMCA friends that I had, and so like they were a lot more ethnic than like the Esperanza crowd was. So everybody knew Pitbull already, and Culo was the first one. Culo.
That is a good song. It really is. My origin story though is I was a cool kid. I was a cool kid back in high school, and that song came out in 2004. And I hated it. I thought it was stupid. I hated crunk music. I hated Lil Jon. I was zero fun in high school. We were friends in high school. You knew me in high school.
But like
zero fun. No.
Like nobody should be able to hate this song.
I honestly, looking back, I pretended to hate it. Like I secretly loved like East Side Boys and Lil Jon. I secretly liked it, but I was still trying to keep that cool street cred kid as a punker metalhead. And so I pretended like I didn't like it. But honestly, how can you not like Lil Jon? Lil Jon's so fucking rad. And so Culo was my first introduction to him, and I didn't like it, like I said. But then once fucking the Revolution record came out, that's when I'm like, I didn't even give a shit anymore, and I fucking loved Pitbull, and I've always loved Pitbull since then. And if anybody ever talks shit on Pitbull, I will defend him to the end, because the dude is fucking great. Pitbull is fucking.
He's a mastermind. He's a fucking marketing genius.
He really is. I almost said that line from Wedding Crashers.
I know.
Almost said that line.
That's what I was thinking while I was saying it.
So yeah, the origin story, and then first impressions on the guy. He really is a marketing genius. I mean, he doesn't give a shit about selling out. He's like, he just kind of wants to rake in as much cash as he can. He'll do advertisements for so many things. He does like Super Bowl halftime shows. He does every fucking thing, The guy's all over the place. He's Mr. Worldwide.
He doesn't mind
Mr.
paying
Worldwide.
for it either, because he doesn't, like, after the fourth album, he's essentially just covering songs. Like, he's not sampling at this point. There are albums that he has, and we'll get into them, where they're covers. They're not samples. He's covering a fucking song.
Yeah.
So the dude knows that, like, I can make $10. I have to pay out $6 of those dollars for copyright purposes, but I'm still making $4 for doing zero work. Right? Like, that's what makes him a fucking genius.
I know exactly what song you're talking about, too.
Dude, it's like
one specific song.
Half of these songs are fucking covers.
That's good, though. I have no problem with it. I
don't either, because he pays people properly, and he's like, I don't give a fuck, whatever.
And his music is so much fun. It's so much fun. It's so energetic. It's fucking wild at times. And yet he still does the same thing over and over again. Like, he doesn't really try to sing. He raps, and I guess we'll talk about it when we get into, like, his early albums, but the guy is just, he's something else. Mr. Worldwide is something else. And people fucking love him. People love him. Also, the guy sold over 25 million records. And this comes during the time, he put his first record out in 2004 in Miami. And 2004, it's the digital age, the beginning of the digital age. Not that many people are buying physical media at this point. And to sell over 25 million records and over 100 million singles since 2004. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
That's a lot. And he's got billions of listens on Spotify. Billions
with a B.
Which every time
Billions
I
with
see
the
like,
millions.
every time I see like an artist in the billions, I think like, God damn, that's so many listens.
I know, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. So Pitbull, you know, he honest. I mean, if you didn't know already, he got to start in Miami.
Are we not going to do the top 10 on Spotify?
Oh yes, top 10 on Spotify.
Gotcha.
I forgot. I get excited.
Okay.
I get excited. I get excited.
Okay.
So we're just gonna quickly talk about his top 10 on Spotify.
Spotify's top 10s and how it differs
Spotify's
from our
top
top 10 later on.
Yeah, exactly. So his most popular, Give Me Everything.
Oh, we're going.
I mean,
best of worst.
Oh, we're going with the
Gotcha.
best. I don't know which
we never go best to worst, but that's fine. Let's go best
No,
to worst.
let's do worst to best. I don't care.
I mean, we
let's do
never
worst to
ever
best.
like when do we ever go worst? When did we
I
ever
don't
go
know.
best to worst?
I don't know. I just got excited. I guess I don't know.
You're bummed out that your mojito did not come out. Dude,
I know.
also
I'm
like
actually
with the
really
mojito,
bummed about the
I like
mojito.
eating like the excess mojito leaves too. I just a little burst of like. Oh, also I use Bacardi for my mojito,
I use Bacardi rum too.
which is Cuban rum. Actually, the guy that made Bacardi
That's
is
Puerto
not
Rico.
Cuban. Well, he's from Spain and he moved to Cuba. But
Well,
he's-
even on the
he's a
Bacardi
Spaniard.
label, it says Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico.
I think like now it's Puerto Rico. I think it's specifically some weird place that's specific to that area. Honestly, I don't know where Puerto Rico is. Like, if you show me a map, I don't know where Puerto Rico is. But I do know that the guy that made Bacardi is from Spain. He's a Spaniard. But moved to Cuba early on in his life. But anyway, yeah. I
10.
like chewing on mint leaves. Top 10, going from worst
Top
to
10.
best. Guess what
Worst to
we've
best.
always done every time.
Okay, fine. I
Except for this
apologize.
time for some
I'm
reason.
I'm excited. So we start with number 10 on Spotify. Hey Baby, Drop It to the Floor. This one features T-Pain. I mean, this is a classic like club party mix or party song. It's classic. I mean,
My favorite
T-Pain.
part of the song is when he goes, "Ooh, baby, baby."
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. This is
good.
like T-Pain at his like his peak. You know, there was like that 3-4 years where T-Pain was all over the hip
It was
hop and
all
club
over
scene.
the place. It was
Yeah,
it was
with the
this
auto-tune.
era. It was this
He
era
popularized
of
the-
club
he-
scene.
He popularized the auto tune. Kanye really kind of started that ball rolling, but T-Pain just took it and fucking ran with it. So
T-Pain was legit. He was fun.
yeah, and he's actually a very good singer. Like when you listen
is
to
a
him
good
without
singer.
auto tune, he's a fucking killer singer.
He's a good singer.
So-
He's a fucking nice guy. He was on an episode of Bar Rescue one time, and he was just like, he was such a cool dude on there, and he was so understanding about everybody else. It was cool. I like T-Pain a lot.
Yeah, I
Not
do
his
too.
music, but it's kind of boring.
But this song's great.
Yeah. Ooh, baby,
Didn't make.
baby.
Are we gonna say if it made our top 10 list, our personal top 10 list, or no?
I guess we can.
Okay. Well, it didn't make mine. It did not make my top 10. It almost did, but it did not.
Okay.
Number 9 on Spotify for Pitbull is "I Know You Want Me."
I know you want.
I mean,
Ooh,
Pitbull
go,
starring in
straight.
Revolution off that record. Dude, this song is so good.
Yeah.
It's so I can't even explain it. Like, if you hear it, you immediately know it. And if you were like as a teenager or in your 20s, you instantly get taken back to this part in this. You get taken back in time to this era.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
It's the whistles and the dripping. That dripping, like that
Yeah.
that GoldenEye era, like dripping kind of sound. That sample.
Mhm.
Like, that's it for me. And also like the horn spot on this is Chicago, from like their 13th record. That bam, 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 bam.
Is it Chicago?
It's Chicago, and like
It's a sample. Okay.
yeah, like the more I listen to Chicago, like throughout, like because of the record store, and I'm just like, I'm curious, like why do people keep buying this record? The more I don't hate Chicago,
Yeah.
Like, I've
they
never
do
liked
have some
Chicago,
great songs.
but they have so many records. But like Chicago's fucking funky, dude. They are funky and they
Yeah.
are tight. I don't know if I could do like a whole record of Chicago or even a greatest hits because I think it's just not my cup of tea. But I totally understand why, dude. So many hip hop artists and DJs sample Chicago, and I get why a lot of people like them because they're the bee's knees, man. But yeah, I know I want you. That's on my top 10. I won't say where.
Same
It is
here.
on there.
Same here. Next up, Fireball, number 8, with featuring John Ryan, and this is a later song. Surprised it's this high on his top 10, but dude, this song is a fucking banger. That with the horns or whatever it is,
Yeah.
that the main riff, I guess you could say, the main line, it's so good. It's so danceable and so gets you so pumped, so full of energy. Fireball is an incredible song.
Yep.
Truly incredible. It made my top 10, honestly.
It's on my top
really
10
did.
also as well.
So number 7 here, Hotel Room Service from the Revolution record.
Like, come on.
This is a great song.
This is obviously on our top 10s. Like
This is you can't not put
stupid
this
if it
in
wasn't.
Here. I know.
And yeah,
Oh
it's
my God.
like, for me, it's the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, that old fucking line from the Rapper's Delight, right? The hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. So many people have covered that. So many people have interpolated that, made it their own. It's catchy. It's fun. It's nostalgic. Dude, Hotel Room Service is so fucking good.
Also, that saxophone, the main melody line, the saxophone played is so catchy, and then he note matches it too. Like, he follows the melody, even though he's not a great singer, he still kind of follows it, and it's just, God, it's so good.
Yeah, he's
fantastic.
That's what's cool about Pitbull. Is like, he's a terrible singer. He's not a good singer at all.
No.
He's as if like you or I were to sing. He's not a good singer, but like what makes it work is the commitment to the bit. Is the fact that he's willing to, because there's a couple other songs too that in my top 10 that doesn't make his top 10 that he sings like shit and it's not good, but his commitment to it, like, fuck, man. Like, he goes
Also,
so low in some songs. Like, he just, like, you have no business being that low.
When you listen to Pitbull too, he always has a great beat behind him, so you know there's going to be a great drop. You know there's going to be a great transition, and the guy's a great fucking rapper. I really like his rapping.
He's fine.
He's so smooth. Come on, guy. Just because you think you're all gangster, you love your gangster rap and all that kind of stuff. You love your Eazy-E, who's a fucking terrible rapper.
Ice Cube and
but you love him.
DOCs, Snoop D-O double G's. And
But come
Pitbull.
on, Pitbull is so smooth, but he doesn't get enough credit because he makes so much pop music. But the guy's a great fucking rapper.
I mean, you said
man.
it right now. You said he's always backed by a great beat.
He is.
It's not a great beat. He's backed by great samples, and the beat's always the same. It's always the same tempo. It's always the same kind
That's
of
fair.
like
Okay.
mid-range thing. So like, it's easy to come in, especially when you've hyped the crowd up, like, yeah, and it's always a swell, to that first fucking verse. And I mean, he perfected it, and like, nobody will ever do it better than Pitbull. And he's still doing it. I didn't even know he had like an EP out until like this week, or like the 5 or 6 songs or whatever it was until this week. I didn't realize it came out like a week ago. I was like, oh, cool.
Oh, wait, I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. I didn't.
You put one of the songs on your fucking thing.
No, I didn't. Oh, the Bon Jovi one.
Yeah. That came out like a week ago.
No, the Bon Jovi thing was
a
like
month ago.
2 months ago. We
It was
talked
like a
about it on the
month ago.
podcast.
It was like a month ago.
Okay, well, whatever. But the EP is like that. It's that version, and then like three remixes or something like that. It's not like an actual proper EP.
But it's still really good. Like, you know what I mean?
no,
Like,
it is.
The guy, like, he knows what to do. I don't think he's a great rapper. I think he's a good
Come on,
rapper.
man.
He's not. I don't think he's a great rapper. I don't think he has a unique style. It's just he enunciates words, and he's backed by a fun dance beat. I don't think it's anything historic. I don't think it's anything. This sounds like a wrap up already. I don't want to go there.
Can you just like have fun for once? Why are you pulling a Skip?
Please wait till we.
You're acting like Skip right now.
Wait till
You're
we get
acting
to
like
Timber,
Skip right
baby
now.
girl. Wait till we get to Timber.
You're acting like Skip.
How many times this week in my car I've listened to Timber? Fucking hell. That might
All
towards the end of the year when we do the Spotify like Wrapped, Timber might be my number one played song.
That's fucking stupid, but okay. So number 6 on Spotify for him is International Love. This one features Chris Brown. This one didn't make my playlist. I just thought. I mean, it's
fine.
Danceable. It's
At
fine.
best.
There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. But
I think 15 other songs better than this.
This is like a vanilla Pitbull song. That's
It
what
really
that's what
is.
this is. It's like he was trying to make like another "Give Me Everything," and this one falls a little bit flat. But it's still good. It's still really good. But yeah, didn't make my playlist. Feel This Moment, this is number 5 on Spotify. This has Christina Aguilera. She's a great singer. She is a fucking fantastic singer. But this song doesn't.
But it's like,
it's not necessary.
I'm not listening to this song because I want to hear like Christina do this. It could be anybody like doing that female vocal part, right? It could be any female vocalist. I do not care that it's Christina.
Yeah, true.
There's no flair to
I mean,
it. Like I don't
yeah,
listen
there's
to a lot
no-
of Christina. I don't listen to a lot of Christina Aguilera's music, so I don't know if like it's instantly recognizable as her as it is with Kesha on Timber. But that's where I'm at.
Well, Christina Aguilera has a pretty distinct voice too.
Nah.
I think she does.
You ever watch that show American Idol, X Factor, America's Got Talent? You ever watch those shows?
Every person sounds the same,
Every
yeah.
fucking
I know what you mean.
person.
But also like the beat here is really good. The samples are good. The song itself is good. But once again, this is like a vanilla song. This is almost like an entryway into like really good Pitbull. Like if you've been,
I like that.
you know what I mean? Like it's it's
it
a
really
good
is.
gateway. It's a good gateway song, much like the Chris Brown song, that the one we just talked about. It's a good gateway song. But then once you hear the real good shit, then your mind is fucking blown.
Blown.
It's fucking blown.
Truly blown.
So-
My mind gets blown.
So fucking great. Next thing here on Spotify's top 10, number 4, DJ Got Us Fallen in Love.
It's an
This is
Usher
Usher.
song.
This should have made my number 10. I don't know why I didn't.
Because it's not a Pitbull
it's so
song.
good.
You can't
I
put
know.
it here.
I know it's an Usher song, but it's still so good, man. It's so fucking good. And if people don't know this song, you put it
Lying.
on, you know it within 2 seconds. Once Usher starts singing, you just immediately know it. And for me,
Fuck.
I instantly get transported back to 2010 or 11, whenever this fucking song came out. It was massive. Fucking
It was
massive.
huge. Dude, the song fucking rips. And honestly, like
So
Usher rips, dude. Like he's so goddamn good.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's we got one of his albums in one time in a big hip hop collection, R&B too. In his album Confessions, his like
Yeah.
third, fourth, fifth,
huge
sixth album. But like that's the one. I mean that's the one that has like Yeah on it. That has Burned. That's My Boo. But that I listened to it in the store and I was like, dude, this record is fucking amazing. But that was when we first opened, and so we weren't comfortable like taking everything we wanted. But that would be something I should have taken home, and I regret that because that
Next
record
time.
is awesome.
Next time. No, Usher's great. He's a great singer, great dancer. He gets featured on a lot of great songs too. He's fantastic.
Dude,
So
they
and
played the
that
Super Bowl halftime show like a couple years ago. Remember?
yeah, a
And
couple
just-
years ago, and it was great.
Like, damn, bro, you look better now than you did then.
I know.
How?
And he didn't skip a beat. Like his performance was fantastic.
What a dick.
So I know. And so next up here, number 3, Time of Our Lives. I don't remember this song ever being popular. This one doesn't ring any bells, but it also was a little bit later in his career. I think this is like late 2010s. So I'm not familiar with this song, and I don't think it hits nearly as hard as everything else we've talked about up to this point. But it has 1.5 billion streams on Spotify alone. It's
Billion.
crazy, silly
Yeah.
boy talk.
This
So-
did not make my top 10, but it's a
Yeah,
fucking
same.
it's a certified banger through and through. This is a
Yeah,
beyond
in the
banger.
end it is.
It's just such an
In the end it
easygoing listen. Absolutely.
Yeah. So number 2, I know you love this song, Timber, with Kesha.
Do you want
It's
me
a
to
great song.
Do you want me to gush on it now or later?
Let's gush on it later.
When I'm more toasty and can get really
Yeah,
into it? Okay.
And so yeah, I mean, this is what 2011, I believe, 2012 maybe. I don't remember this song at all until a couple weeks ago when you brought it up. I didn't remember the song at all. I have no memory. I have no nostalgia for this one. I think it's a fantastic song. It's really, really good. But it didn't make my top 10. It did not make my top 10 because there's just better songs than this. But it's still a fucking beyond banger because it's also hard to condense to 10 Pitbull songs because he has so many beyond bangers. So
He
many beyond
does.
bangers.
He does. It was so
difficult.
It was so hard today. Like I was
difficult.
picking and choosing. It's like, I don't know, man. This one tiny part is better than this song. It's like, I didn't like it.
I went from 34 songs down to 10, and it was so difficult. Difficult.
It was not fun at points.
Yeah, so
I got
that's
rid of
his
songs
number
I should
2.
not have got rid of. Yeah,
Has
Okay.
his 1.8 billion streams. He's almost at 2 billion there. So crazy. So this number 1 song on Spotify, which is weird because it has less streams, but honestly, it's a better song and it's a catchier song, more memorable song. It is "Give Me Everything." This features Neo, I believe, Neo.
Nayer.
I mean, but Neo's on this too.
I don't know if he's on this, but it's Nayer. This is not my
It's his
this is not my top
featuring-
10.
This is in my top 10, 100%. And I mean, Neo is like a bootleg Usher. Honestly, he really is. He's great. He's good.
Yeah,
Great singer.
he really
but he's a
is.
bootleg Usher.
Yeah, that's so funny.
He sounds like Usher.
We're not like R&B men at all, but like that's exactly how I would have put Neo, and I wonder if anybody will say otherwise, because that's.
I mean,
not there's anything
and I don't,
bad about that.
Yeah.
Like I would love to be a bootleg Usher. Like I've never in my life
Usher's
been a
so
bootleg
good.
Usher because he's so good.
He's so good. So it's not like a disrespectful thing toward Neo, but yeah, man, he kind of is the bootleg.
Damn, to be second best to Usher, like that's the dream right there.
Right?
That's the dream, son.
So give me everything. This made my top 10, like I said. I think this is just, I mean, this song is incredible. It just brings me back. Brings me back to those days, my early 20s. So yeah, that's top 10 on Spotify. So, at this point, we're going to kind of go through his career pretty quick, chronologically, and then kind of throw in some of our bangers here and there, and then just kind of talk about the club scene, even though we were not really a part of it, but we were there enough.
Part of it, though. Like, we were part of it.
Rounded enough.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why as we get to it. And then we'll round it out with our personal top 10 and fight about that, because
Exactly.
the fact that Timber's not in your top 10 is just
That's on my
asinine. Asinine.
Asinine radio. So, I mean, obviously he's from Miami. Got to start in Miami. He was discovered by Irv Gotti. He was discovered by Irv Gotti, who was A&R for Def Jam at the time. And then he was signed by 2 Live Crew's Luke Skywalker under Luke Records, which I had no idea that he had that connection with 2 Live Crew. But he didn't really do anything with them. He left Luke Records, and then Little John found him and was like, "You're fucking great."
Well, so let's back up a little bit. So like Luther Campbell, whatever his name is, Luke Campbell. Right. He encouraged people to rap more. He says, you have a not a great flow. You're not great, but like you're good enough to be like popular for the masses. And like that's 2 Live Crew. Like 2 Live Crew is popular for the masses. You just add a fuck ton of obscenity to it, and you have something that's going to make money. And then like a friend of a friend knew Lil Jon, so like people knew James, and then James knew somebody, and then somebody knew Lil Jon. And the first time they met, Lil Jon and Pitbull, they kind of hit it off, and that's how Lil Jon's like, "Fuck yeah, dude, I want to work with you," because Lil Jon's smart. Because Lil Jon's not anything more than just a hype man. Like arguably one of the best hype men, even better than like Flava Flav of all time. Agree. Like he's so good. And so when Lil Jon sees someone like Pitbull, who says like, "Damn, bro, this guy can like just ride that median, ride that like center line, and make generic enough pop songs, and I can just say yeah and shit and hype him up." There's money to be made here. Again, businessmen. These are businessmen here, right?
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah, and I mean, so at this point, Little John has him featured on his record. I don't remember what record it is, but I know the record, but I don't know when it came out. Kings of Crunk. He was on that record. I think it was maybe his 3rd record, Little John's 3rd record. That came out, and it was also one of the song was also featured on Too Fast, Too Furious, which just kind of like catapulted him, because if you don't know, those movies are fucking massive.
I love those movies.
I've only ever seen the first one.
And how many times do I tell you to fucking watch them? How many times do I tell you?
Know. And I watched the first one just a couple years ago, so I just never...
The first one's the only legitimate good movie. Everything else after that is fun.
Fun and silly. Yeah, that's what everyone says.
Silly. Don't take them serious.
But yeah, no, he was on the Too Fast, Too Furious soundtrack. That was that was really his start, his catapult into pop music. And he put his first record out called Miami in 2004. This is just a good hip hop record with a lot of Latin influence. A little bit of reggaeton, a little bit of it, but mostly a lot of Latin stuff here. And Little John produced most of this record. So, I mean, he's all over this record. Not only his voice, but his beats too. I mean, he has those identifiable crunk beats. And it's all over this record. And I think this record's fantastic. Miami is a great record.
It's fucking good.
Great. I mean, Kulo was the first, I think the first single from the record. And the song was massive. We talked about it at the beginning of the episode. It was fucking massive.
It's one of those things where like this is a perfect opener to his career. It's a solid club record, but it's also a good hip hop record. And you kind of think like, dude, is this guy like a hip hop artist? And this is 2004, right? So like we're already out of the gangster rap era. Now we're getting to like high production hip hop record kind of decade, and we don't know what Pitbull is going to do. And it could have been just so easy for Pitbull to like, you know what, Lil Jon, I don't like what you're doing here. I want to be a hip hop star, not a pop star. Every song on here is pretty similar. There's a couple of standout tracks, but everything on here is pretty damn similar. Like everything fits the vibe. Everything fits like the overall aesthetic in the best way possible because it's calculated. It's supposed to be something. But I think this record is really him deciding whether or not he wants to double down and be a respected hip hop artist or make club anthems. And Kulo is like, I think like objectively, maybe Kulo could be his best song ever because that perfectly defines like him, the push and pull of like, do I want to be a rapper or do I make a fuck ton of money making generic club songs? And Kulo was there. Like that's it dude.
God, it's an incredible song.
Kulo's so good.
It's so good. But that beat has been sampled by like Nina Sky, like that, not the beat, but like the whatever sample he's using has been sampled so many times by so many artists.
Mr. Vegas I never heard of Mr. Vegas, but I listened to it this week and I was like, oh yeah, that's the same fucking thing. But yeah, the one you're talking about, if you listen, that's dude, classic fucking stuff.
It's all over. The sample is all over. But no, it's a fantastic record. Great jumping off point for the rest of his career. I mean, it's fucking great. So his second album came out 2006. What was Mariel? Mariel? I don't know. Whatever. Lil Jon produced 3 of the songs on here, but he got a lot of other producers to come in. Neptunes did a couple songs. DJ Khaled did some. I didn't even know DJ Khaled was around at this time. I thought he came way later in the music industry. But no, he did a couple songs. Early 2000s. Yeah, which is I really had no idea. And then this guy, Mr. Kalapark, he was honestly to me he was like the standout producer on here. He did the Ay Chico, he did Fuego. Yep. I love Fuego. That made my top 10. Fuego. I totally forgot about that song until this week when I listened to it. Oh my god, that song is absolutely incredible. I love Fuego.
I don't know if it's a beyond banger. It's a banger for sure. It's a banger for sure. It didn't make my top 10, but it was on like my fat list of things like, fuck, man, I have to whittle this down. So it didn't make my top 10, but it was a really, really, really fun like throwback listen. And I remember going to like these stupid fucking, I shouldn't call them stupid. That's not nice. But I remember going to this like when I was volunteering at the YMCA up until like I was like 25 or whatever it was, but going to these dances that were put on to help like entice, that sounds weird, dude, like help bring younger campers into camp, because camp's expensive, like a week-long camp. And I always talk about camp or whatever, like it was like fucking $500 like back in like the 90s and shit. It was expensive. So the way to offset that is you had to volunteer like car washes and things like that to help like pay for your camp and everybody else's. So like I was involved in all of these things growing up. And one of the things we had was like this dance, and we used to go to Anaheim Plaza over off of the 5 and fucking what is that, Bob, over across you from old Chris and Pitts. Yeah. So like the Anaheim Plaza, we rent out a little spot there, and we have like a little dance, and like all the counselors and like all the staff would go there, and it would just be fun. And they played like that era of Katy Perry and fucking Olivia Rodrigo, just very G-rated pop music. But I remember Pitbull being rife in those eras. And like this song was one of them. I remember like dancing to, and you dance like we were like what, fucking 19 at this point. And we're trying to get like 8-year-olds to go to camp. We're trying to convince like 8-year-old parents to like send their kids to camp with us. And
that was about to sound really weird.
It sounds weird because people are fucking weird now. Like,
I know.
There's nothing weird about it. Okay, people out there. This song was one that we danced to, and it was fucking fun, but not top 10, dude. And that's only because people have some. Come on, man. It's only because people have some ridiculously good songs.
I mean, the song. Even if you don't think it's a beyond banger, it's still a perfect 3 out of 3 song.
It's a banger.
Fuego is so good.
It's
man.
A banger. It's a banger.
God, it's incredible. So yeah, this one, he's still in the party thing, but he doesn't really know if he wants to go more toward like straight up hip hop, or if he still wants to kind of do the club anthem stuff.
There's more politics here.
Yeah, and I also
real quick not to do that.
Also, and then also having multiple producers, which has worked out for him after this record as well. But I mean, this is the first time where he didn't just use Lil Jon for most of the record. So yeah, no. So we have that one. Then we move on to his third record from late 2007, The Boat Lift. This is like his gangster rap record, if you're gonna call it gangster rap. This is the closest thing to gangster rap. This is the most hip hop record he's put out to date. There was one of like back in the late 2010s that was kind of mostly hip hop, but this one for sure is. There's a couple party songs that Little John produced and was on, but overall this is like lower tier Pitbull for me. Like I rank this lower on my rankings list.
Yeah, but you like that fucking Go Girl song, and you like the anthem.
Dude, there's some fucking bangers on this one too.
Those are bangers for sure, through and through. Those are 3 out of 3s.
But once again, it's Little John, man. He works with some great fucking producers. So the anthem's good. How can you not like that song?
I love the anthem. It's not my top 10, but it's a banger song. It's a banger song. This is, I mean, it's like choosing like 10 out of 10 Blink songs, right? Like
we're really splitting hairs here.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I mean, but Boat Lift, yeah. I mean, you would kind of agree, right? This is more of his hip hop record. It's
I think the Boat Lift. I think the Boat Lift is his hip hop record, but it's showing there's undertones here of like where he's going to go. It's leaning heavy towards like being a club record. Like the Southern hip hop is there, but it's completely shrouded by like Latin influence, which like on the surface doesn't make any sense, because if we're getting into like the Southern hip hop that we know of as like Atlanta and then going into like Louisiana, like there's not a lot of Latin influence in like Outkast or like Mobb Deep or UGK, like stuff like that. There's not a lot of Latin influence in that stuff. So Pitbull's doing those. A lot of that stuff
was segregated too. You know what I mean? Like
that's racist.
In hip hop, no, but in hip hop, like a lot of the communities were segregated. Like a lot of the black community didn't want Hispanic people in their area, their cultures or their music. Like it was very segregated.
That's why Pitbull was also very, very important, because he bridged that gap. Like he brought it not only to the black community, but also the white community too. Like he bridged every single gap. And that's what I think, one thing that makes him so important to music and pop music and hip hop and dance music. Like Pitbull doesn't get enough credit for what he's done and just his music in general. The guy's fucking great. That is a pop star, right? Like that's what Elvis did, and that's what pop stars do is like bridge the different demographics into something bigger to make a lot more money. And Pitbull was just this decade Elvis. That's what he did. That's what the kids want to listen to, and that's what made him the most money.
He was still Mr. 305, and he eventually became Mr. Worldwide. You know, that's Pitbull, man.
And he was Mr. Worldwide. Through and through.
He still is Mr. Worldwide.
No, you're right. He still is Mr. Worldwide. At this point, he is now taking the step on the boat that is Mr. Worldwide. He is the first step on the boat of Mr. Worldwide. 100%. The next record is Mr. Worldwide.
Is Mr. World. This is the beginning of Mr. Worldwide. He's always been Mr. 305. And what's his other stupid nickname? There's another one he has too, but I can't remember what it is. Fuck. All right, so now we get into the transitionary period of the guy. We get Revolution. Yeah, major step into the more pop element of his career, or the pop era of his career. We get Pitbull starring in Revolution. This came out in 2009. It's his fourth record. And this record, I mean, it's chock full of bangers. It's so fucking incredible. He really kind of stepped back as a full-time rapper, I guess you could say, and just fucking rapped to the song, played to the song. He honestly is kind of his own hype man, which is really cool too. Like it's very kind of like David Lee Roth, where David Lee Roth is just, when David Lee Roth's not singing, he's hyping himself up. He's hyping up the rest of the band, the fans. That's kind of like what Pitbull does too. He's his own hype man.
It's pretty wild because like to his credit, Pitbull at least has writing credits on almost every single one of the songs that he's ever put out. Like he's on there. In some songs, it's just him and Little John, and then they have to credit the original sample. But it's literally just him and Little John writing bangers like crazy.
Yeah.
Writing like the song Crazy. It's just him and Little John, and then crediting the original songwriter. Although like the template's already there, and I get it. It's a cover song at this point. But like fuck, man.
But he makes it his own. He still makes it his own.
Yeah, dude, it's cool to see him just do his thing. Like the guy knows. He's fun. Mr. Worldwide is Mr. Fun. Mr. Fun.
Also, I was surprised to see how this record got so many mixed to bad reviews. This record wasn't. I mean, it sold a lot, but for what it's worth, the critical reception of the record was generally bad, which is crazy. I mean, there's some of his biggest fucking songs, one of his best records.
But like
Silly
you got
Dog.
I get it though. I get it because as we know with reviews, it's very situational, and when you have a guy that's touted as being from Miami, as being he speaks Spanish, and he's rapping in Spanish, and he wants to be this thug hip hop artist, and now all of a sudden he puts out this through and through fucking pop record. Like there's no masking this whatsoever. There's always going to be some like negative reviewers saying like, oh, he should have stuck to rapping. Even though like he wasn't like that great at rapping. He's not like a top fucking 50 rappers of all time.
I agree.
But
yeah.
that kind of change is always going to get met with negative like reviews, because it feels like you're genre hopping and it feels like you're taking advantage of something just for the money, which he did and he is and he was. But he was never like, he never lied about it.
No, he never lied about it. And that's another thing I want to talk about Pitbull, is that when you read about him, there's like nothing, there's really nothing negative about him outside of some people say his lyrics are sexist and shit like that. But it's like, come on, man. Have you never listened to a hip hop song?
That is of the fucking time.
Exactly. And it's also every fucking hip hop song. It's like they were trying to find something negative to say about Pitbull, and they just went to like the default of that he was being sexist. But it's like, dude, everybody was at the time and before him. And even up till now, there's a lot of sexism in hip hop. It's filled with sexism.
It's definitely not like I don't know, because like Timber is one of the songs in question, where people think like he's being sexist, where he says she say she won't, but I bet she will, and that's one of the lines in Timber.
Yeah.
That, but that's not the context here. The context of this is like, and like, dude, going to a bar is difficult, and talking to like girls at a bar is difficult because you're already drinking. Scary. And like as a guy, like, oh yeah, hey, you like me? Want to date? Like, dude,
goofy ass guy.
Yeah, like, exactly.
Goofy ass guy with like beautiful women. It's like, come on.
It's already difficult enough. So like context means everything here, and that line does not mean like she keeps saying no, but I'm gonna make her say yes. Like, no, dude, that's not what it means. It means like when she sees past like me being kind of like a drunken shy idiot, then maybe she'll like me. That's what that line means, and that's what I think Pitbull at his deepest is about. Because like with Timber, like remember when like a year, like not even like a year, like 6 months ago when Kesha got removed from the writing credits on YouTube from Timber, and like it was a big fucking deal, and everyone's like, what the fuck? Like Dr. Luke has to have something to do with this. Pitbull DM'd Kesha personally, say, hey, I know how Pitbull talks because it's a weird thing. I can't replicate it. But he was like,
you can't speak like a Cuban.
I can't be like a Cuban. I keep thinking like Tony Montana, like Al Pacino, and he has a shitty Cuban accent. Anyway.
Terrible accent.
But he DM'd Kesha, and he was like, hey, I'm working on it. I don't know what the fuck is going on. This wasn't me. I'm really sorry. I will figure it out. And
what
like
stand-up guy,
like Pitbull's like team put out a press release saying like, this was not us. We're trying to figure it out, and then got her back on the writing credits afterwards.
Love it.
But like, that's
stand-up guy, man.
Like context, people, context.
Yep.
Stop taking things out of fucking context.
Pitbull is great, man. And going back to this Revolution record, Kesha was on this record. I think this is the first time she was featured on a Pitbull song. Was a song on this record. B.O.B.'s on here. Little John, of course, is on here. Song Crazy, like we talked about. I mean, and the B.O.B. song on here, I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head.
Cross the World, but baby.
It's a great fucking song, too.
He's a flat earther, too.
And I don't even like...
I like B.O.B. more than I should, honestly.
Yeah, I don't get it. I've never liked B.O.B. And that song he did with Hayley Williams from Paramore.
Airplanes and Eminem, too.
I hate that song so much. Oh,
so bad. That's like $200 record on vinyl too.
Oh,
and I want it so bad. I love that record.
No, it's so dumb. But anyway, yeah, Revolution or Pitbull starring Revolution, whatever the fuck this record's called. It's fantastic. And I even texted you this week. I said, after this record, it's only fun. Like it only gets better after this record. Because I don't think Revolution is his best record. It's top. It's up there. but it's not his best record. But damn, dude, it's just all party and fun from here on out.
This is not only just like where Pitbull like took that first major step into like being a pop superstar worldwide, but also like big money, right? He's being contracted now by NFL teams. These are now stadium anthems. People are saying, "Hey, dude, can I use your I Know You Want Me as like the opening for the fucking the Eagles or the Nuggets or fucking whatever it is?" And Pitbull's like, "I don't give a fuck. I don't know who you are." And all of a sudden he gets this big fat check for tens of thousands of dollars for something he didn't have to fucking do. And he didn't have to write that song either, right? We're talking, these are songs he's not even writing. He's only writing verses.
That's true. That's true. But also in 2009, after the success of this record or those songs on the record, the Miami Dolphins reached out to him and said, "We want you to write our fight song for the football team." And he did. He wrote the fight song for the Miami Dolphins in 2009. So it's like, yeah, he writes the songs, but then he also, they're like, yeah, we want to use this song as the opener for the Super Bowl or whatever, the All-Star game or whatever it may be. And he's just like, yeah, just fucking do it. Write me a fucking check. I mean, it never comes out. He never comes off as arrogant like that, but it's just like, that's what he's doing. He's like, fuck, I don't care. If you're going to pay me $100,000 for my song, yeah, fucking cut me the check.
I will
cash that. I will cash that today. So
I read it. I read it because I was just going on Reddit to see what the Reddit community thinks of Pitbull, and it was like even though Reddit's like overwhelmingly kind of douchey, like they were overwhelmingly in support of Pitbull. I'm like, yeah,
fuck yeah,
like
I love it.
He doesn't get enough. He doesn't get enough credit at just being like a good businessman. And somebody said on Reddit, and I was like, that's Pitbull to a fucking T. Is that Pitbull is a game show host masquerading as a hip hop artist. It's like, fuck yeah. That's a
good way of putting it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That is so perfect.
That's a good way of putting it.
And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Because we all grew up watching Bob Barker. We all grew up watching game show hosts that we trust and that we love.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. And like I was mentioning with like controversies, there aren't really that many controversies around that surround him. No sexual allegations, nothing like that, which is crazy cool. But then in 2009, he was sued by the band Revolution, which is like a reggae band out here in California. And they're a good reggae band, all white boys. It's fine. They're one of the better white boy reggae bands. But they sued him because of the album title and all. I think Pitbull just ended up settling out of court on it, but no hard feelings. Like it's like, yeah, they sued him, but it never really went anywhere from that.
That's one of those things where like, because like their Courage to Grow record, came out years before this. So like, if you're Revolution, if you're this band from I don't know if they're from SoCal, but they're from California, but if you're this band that's obscure, the most publicity you'll ever get in your entire life is suing Pitbull.
Suing Pitbull, yeah.
So even if you're going to lose, you should just do it anyway.
Yeah. So that was 2009, and the guy is just pumping out records. I mean, like every year, or maybe once every 2 years, he's pumping out a new record, and not only just a new record, but singles in between that, or features on other songs. Like the guy's busy as hell, man. He's Mr. Worldwide. What do you expect? So in 2010, he put out his 5th record overall called Armando, which is actually his real name, Armando Perez. And this is actually his first Spanish album that he does everything in Spanish for the most part. And damn, dude, this is one of the best records he's ever put out. This might be one of my favorite records he's done. This album this is just a straight up great club record. It's phenomenal. The Yolanda Be Cool thing that he did, the cover of the Beastie Boys Girls, but he did it all in Spanish. It was so stupid, so childish, but it was goddamn, it was so much fun, and it was so good, and he's so smooth, and Tammy loved it too. Like Tammy was like, she was fucking jamming to that song. So good.
I'm very on the fence with this one because
I love this record. This might be my favorite of his.
On one side of the coin, I think like I got mad respect for this because like, dude, you're on this trajectory to where you're becoming like this global superstar of Michael Jackson fame. You are becoming on top of the world, not just for the U.S., but like the world, dude. You are Mr. Worldwide. And you put out a record that like completely pays homage to like where you came from, your roots, and it's in Spanish. Like that's fucking dope.
Yeah.
But on the other side of the coin, it's like, dude, it's just Pitbull in Spanish. Like there's, you know what I mean? Like
I don't care.
There's nothing. It's fucking predictable Pitbull in Spanish. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this record. I'm still on the fence about this one.
I think when he raps in Spanish, it sounds a lot smoother, like because it's his native language. Honestly, like I mean, he obviously grew up speaking Spanish, and English is his second language. Yeah, he grew up in Miami, but you know, when you grew up in Miami in the early '80s, you're only going to be speaking Spanish in that community with a bunch of Cubans. Cubans. So I don't know. I thought this was great. I thought he was incredibly smooth, and the Latin infusion into the club beats was just absolutely incredible. I think this record is just, it's a beyond banger record, and I really think this might be my favorite record of his. I really think so. Oh, it's so good. And then also the song, the remix. I don't know how to say it. The Berry song. I don't
Just try it. Just try it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to read it here. Wada gotta pitus berry.
Wada gotta goopsies berry. Wada gotta goopsies berry. I don't know. See, I don't know what the fuck that even means. I think it's a word vomit. But fuck, that song was good. That made my top 10.
Same here. That made my top 10 too.
That was the only Pitbull song this week that made my like jaw drop. Truly, because like we've heard like all of his bigger songs, and like most of those songs made our top 10. But that was a song I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow. That was good.
Yeah. And I mean, Little John's on it, and he just hypes the whole time. He does not stop. But then everybody kind of sounds like they're a little bit drunk. And then by the end of the song, it's just kind of out of control. Like they're just, the beat's not even playing, and they're just kind of like talking and slurring their words. This is a
very LMFAO sounding song. Like that's what I thought. I was like, dude, this is like LMFAO here, just being drunk, being obnoxious, but having the fucking time of their life. He has a bunch of other people on here providing like hype. That's like a complete contrast to Lil Jon style. Like Lil Jon's very much like, yeah, wow. Where the other guys on here are like, yo, yeah, let's go here. Almost like a Right Said Fred type of thing. Just a complete fucking opposite of what Lil Jon is bringing to the table here. It works beyond perfect. Everyone's having fun. There's Spanish, English, there's build, there's fucking random noises and word vomit. Dude, this song is unreal. Jaw-dropping real. It's good.
I know. It really, really is. Truly incredible. And it was so popular for being an all Spanish record too. It was pretty damn popular. Fucking rad. And also, you and I both love the Yolanda Be Cool song. We know Speak Americano. I mean, there's a whole song with just that literal sample and beat, and he just pretty much raps it over it. It's so good.
I mean, this is the era, like the era appropriate. This mustache is era appropriate. This is the era where the Yolanda Be Cool and me like working in Mexico. There's a lot of nostalgia with some of these songs and some of these samples, and Yolanda Be Cool like defined the month that I worked in Mexico.
Also, that summer when you were back here, when you came back home, I mean, it had blown up here in the States, in California at least. And I remember we would go out to bars and clubs and shit, and that the moment that song came on, we would just fucking run out and like just
lose it.
We'd lose our fucking minds when that song, when the Yolanda Be Cool song came on.
Dude, so good. Nostalgia hits hard with this era because this is very much well into our 21 and over. Like now we are not just drinking beer because it looks cool. We are getting drunk.
Oh yeah, we're getting trashed.
And we are not. We don't give a fuck how we get home. Like that's just like that's straight up. We're pre-gaming before we pre-game.
Also, this is like
the bar.
This was the era of the Kevin's Party House.
Kevin's Party House.
And then the Cornhole Castle, where I currently live still.
And like the last half of like, because I remember the first time I came back and drank heavily after Mexico was at, I think his name was
Four Loko
Nathan.
Summer.
Nathan's house, right?
Nathan's house, yeah.
Yeah.
In Yorba Linda. And he had the giant pool, the giant, like huge fucking water slide. And when you got back, we all discovered Four Lokos, the original Four Lokos. And you came back and you're like, what the fuck are Four Lokos? Yeah. And we introduced it to you and you're like, we're this is our summer.
Done. We're done.
We're fucking done, man. And that was
pre-game. Dude, pre-game before pre-gaming is absolutely wild.
Yeah.
That is a bad idea.
That was a crazy fucking time. But in the end, bringing it back to Pitbull, a lot of his songs.
Was there. He was there.
A lot of his songs were the music of that time, of that crazy the early 20s of our time. And what's so I think interesting about our friend group is that, you know, you and I, we primarily grew up in punk and metal and rock music in general, but then we always had a soft spot for this pop music, especially you with hip hop especially. So it's like we could easily transition from this into like a fucking Pit at Chain Reaction or Glass House, and then go back to like a bar or club and listen to fucking Pitbull the same fucking day.
And that's what I was. It's like earlier when I said I'll bring it up later. Like that's exactly what I was thinking today. It's like, dude, we're little pop punk kids that if you threw into a club, the way we dance is as if we're in a pit. Like you throw us at Soma, you throw us at any of the back alley bars that we went to where there was like a club there. The way we dance was just as if we're in the pit.
Yeah, and but we're not like slam dancing. We're just like jumping around like idiots.
As long as there's not more than 3 of us. If there was more than 3 of us, and yes, we are going to be slam dancing to some of these songs. So and like that's what we fucking did. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
We did. So let's get into 2011 comes along. 6th record, Planet Fit, comes out. I would argue his most successful song on Spotify is on this record. The song Give Me Everything is on here. The one with Neo, the one we talked about earlier. To me, this song is the epitome of club music, of dance music, of going out to bars and shit. Like when this song came on, you just fucking went wild. This song was one of those songs where you went wild on. It's so fucking good. And this record is great. It's absolutely killer. It's full of club dance pop hits. God, it's so of its time. But it's so incredible. So incredible.
I think like
anyway.
I do like Pitbull a lot, dude. But I think we're getting a little too overzealous with the praises, because Planet Pit to me is like the movie Heat, which I just recently rewatched for the first time in like 10 fucking 15 years. The movie Heat, dude, it's action packed. It's a wild ensemble cast. Like I don't know how the fuck they.
I've actually never seen that movie. Never seen it.
That's kind of funny because neighbors and I were talking about like big movies that like everybody has seen but you haven't. And my big one was Up in Smoke. I've never seen Up in Smoke.
That's crazy. I love that movie so much.
Well, hold on there, dude, because I watched it 2 nights ago with Sloan, who watched Up in Smoke, and then another one. I can't remember what it was, but Up in Smoke was not that funny.
It's not that it's funny. I agree. It's not like laugh out loud.
Other one we watched,
but it's so entertaining,
so much better. Whatever I can't remember what it was. I can tell
Nice
you.
Dreams?
I couldn't tell you. But
next movie.
Like the one we watched, like one of the first scenes in there is Chong is sucking gasoline out of a car.
Oh yeah.
and Cheech is like on lookout, but he can't help but go, yeah, suck. And like I lost it. I was like, dude, come on. After you bullied him into doing this, you're gonna make fun of him. Whatever that movie was, that one was way funnier than Up in Smoke.
And he gets super fucking sick from it. Yeah.
Our neighbor Phil had some movies that he's never seen that are like Forrest Gump. He's never seen Forrest Gump.
That's fucking wild.
But I feel like everybody, like you've never seen. How the fuck you never seen Heat? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, never seen it.
That's silly boy talk. Like everyone has a movie that like they've never seen that's in like the populace, right? That everyone's seen and thinks is good. But it's not that great. Ensemble cast, like there's no way this record could live up to that kind of hype. Like Planet Pit, there's so many fucking people here. Like Heat, it's super solid. It's a good movie, but I think it's over. I think Heat is overrated.
Album.
I think Heat is overrated, and I think Planet Pit is overrated. Okay. There's a handful of absolute bangers on this, but there's a lot of stuff on here that it's just like, okay, that's just Pitbull being fucking Pitbull. Meh. But it's like his meh is still fucking good. It's still fun.
It is. No, it's still fucking great. Also in 2011, Lindsay Lohan actually sued Pitbull and Neo because of the lyrics in the song "Give Me Everything."
Dropping or something.
Yeah. So the lyric was, "I've got it locked up like Lindsay Lohan," and she thought, she sued for defamation of character. The judge actually ruled in Pitbull's favor, citing freedom of speech. Yeah, it's so stupid. It's so.
But
dumb.
this is like nowadays, if she was cool and this happened now, she would just tweet like, "Hey yo, check out Pitbull's new song. He name drops me. It's so fucking cool." And like just name dropping Pitbull is going to get her more views, likes, listens, whatever it is. This is the equivalent back then of doing that now. So like you have to sue.
Yeah.
You got to do it.
It's true. So then we have 2012 comes along. The apocalypse happens. The end of the world happens according to not Aristotle. Who was the Nostradamus? Nostradamus, yeah, and the Mayans. So we get global warming. Global warming. This really just keeps with the club and pop dance music here. I mean,
it's worldwide season, dude. These three records, Planet, Global, and Globalization, they're the same fucking record.
They really honestly are. This one has some dubstep elements, which makes sense. It's 2012. Dubstep blew up with Skrillex, but then so many DJs came out and started doing dubstep. And there's certainly elements of that on this record. Afrojack does a lot of stuff on here, and honestly, the Little John stuff and the Afrojack stuff are the best songs that Pitbull has done when he's worked with those two guys.
I love Afrojack.
I don't know much about him outside of this, unless maybe I do and I just don't know.
You listen to his top 10, you're like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
So no, those are some. I mean, those are the standout songs, really. But Global Warming, it's a solid record, but it's just kind of more in that same vein.
Exactly. I call the Planet, Global, and then Globalization just like the global three-peat of his life. But the big takeaway here was the Alaska show. Yeah. Right? The Alaska show where Walmart for some reason Pitbull had to fucking partner with Walmart in 2012 and say whichever Walmart gets the most likes, I will play a show at. I will fucking travel there and I will play a free show for you guys. And so this one 4chan guy or Redditor or somebody was like, oh, fuck Pitbull because he's stupid. Let's make him go to the worst Walmart, the most remote Walmart in America, inaccessible Walmart in America. And it's like the most rural part of Alaska possible.
Kodiak, Alaska.
Yeah, Kodiak, Alaska. And they won.
Yeah.
They won. And nobody thought Pitbull would do it, dude. Like, nobody expected him to do it. But like a fucking champ, like a true G.
Like a fucking G,
like a true homie. Pitbull's like, I don't give a fuck. I'll do it. And plays a show. This guy's selling out like stadiums. Plays a show for like 500 people.
Probably the whole town. That was
the
probably
whole town
the whole
comes
town.
out. There are people with babies. There's grandmas.
like strollers like in the front and shit like that. It was almost looked like a county fair, like the LA County or Orange County Fair,
Yeah.
It was like that. I mean, but there was snow on the ground. And then to make it even better is that Pitbull invited the guy who started the whole campaign, the guy from 4chan or Reddit or whatever. He invited the guy and he flew the guy out to Kodiak, Alaska with him to come to the show because he thought it was just like
not even a disrespectful way. It wasn't like Pitbull wasn't being a dick. He was like, hey, dude, like you thought I wouldn't do it? Check it out.
Yeah, and it's just like, have a great time. Like we're just here to have a good time. We're here to be good humans. We're just here to be good humans. And he donated a shit ton of money up there too. And I mean, he probably made a lot of money, but
I'm sure Walmart paid him a lot of fucking money.
Paid him a lot of money to go up to Kodiak, Alaska.
Dude, like, I don't know. Other guys in this stat, like Ozzy never would have done this shit. Like, fucking, I'm not going fucking up there, right? Like Springsteen, I'm not going fucking up there.
Any hip hop artist, no hip hop artist would have done this. Absolutely not.
Nah.
And then you sent me that little 2-minute video, like a quick recap of this whole thing that happened. And then like at the end of the video, he's like, going back on tour. I'm flying down to ATL right now, and he's in his private jet flying back to Georgia from Kodiak, Alaska, because like I got a tour to go. I got a tour to make a show. So good. Damn, Pitbull is so rad.
He's so rad, and
it's so fucking cool.
And like watching the videos too, they had like Alaska pulled out all the stops. So it's like Pitbull's performance wasn't like half of what actually happened on that stage. They had a lot of indigenous people come on stage, and people learned a lot. And like he like a true fucking champ, dude. He sat there and he learned, and he was interested, and whether or not he actually like was interested or not, I don't know. But he looked like he was interested, and like took pride and took care in people in Alaska that listened to his music, right? And that's that's some shit like politicians don't even fucking do.
No, and I mean, and it kind of goes back to whether or not you want to believe it, because I get it. He's a huge pop star. He makes a shit ton of money, but it kind of does seem like he cares about, people in bad circumstances, or people in, living below their means and things like that. I mean, the guy, his parents were Cuban immigrants. They fled Cuba in the 70s, and I believe it was the 70s. from the Castro regime, and he's been very outspoken against communism and the Castro regime over the decades and things like that. He's done benefit shows, like anti-communist benefit shows, and he's done a lot in the Cuban communities in Miami, and it's just the guy seems so legitimate. Like,
he loves where he's from. And this is also in the same era where, like, remember Lil Wayne fucking was talking shit on the Miami Heat and like called LeBron a bitch and called fucking D Wade a bitch and called Bosh a bitch, but then like also ended that rant with like, I fucked Chris Bosh's wife, and everyone's like, dude, why the fuck would you say that, man? That's just weird. Like, first of all, Chris Bosh would kick the shit out of you. Like, he's,
I know, right?
Dude's like 6'7", an athlete, and you're just some
Little John's like
asshole.
5'5", you know.
Yeah.
Little John, yeah.
And also after like how much like support like musicians, Lil Wayne, how much support like musicians gave after like Katrina and stuff to like Louisiana, and Lil Wayne talking all this shit. But then after Lil Wayne did that shit, Pitbull came out with a diss track about Lil Wayne, and it was called like
the only diss track he's ever done.
And it's not even on Spotify.
Oh, it's not? I didn't even look.
Not on Spotify.
Not even look.
Yeah. It's just a straight diss track. And it's not even like fuck you so much. It's more like dude, stop talking your shit. And then he talks about how great Miami is. It's like that's a diss track right there. Like telling someone to stop talking shit and then talk about how great whatever the place they're talking shit on, like that's a true diss track right there.
Yeah.
Like going more on the defense rather than the offense.
I like it.
Good year for
stand-up guy.
Good year for
stand-up guy. So we move into 2014. He puts out his 8th record, Globalization. I would say that the end of the trilogy, the trifecta, it's full of the club pop
drinking clop
songs.
Liverpool
Klopp. But this is really honestly the weakest of the trilogy. It's not bad by any means, but he just did it so much better on the last 3 records, honestly.
It's the weakest musically, but the strongest like monetarily, because now Pitbull has realized, holy fuck, if I just stop saying fuck and shit and pussy and ass in my songs, they can license these for movies. Now we got Madagascar money. We got Despicable Me money. We got Men in Black money. Like, good Lord, you know what I mean? Like that's where the money's at.
Oh man, it's fantastic. It's great. So he puts this out, and on this record, I hear a lot of like pop ballads, a lot more pop ballads than he's ever done. And then also I hear a lot of K-pop, especially coming off of, the beginning of Worldwide Season, and we did Psy, and I did listen to a lot of K-pop outside of it. So I hear it here. It's 2014, and K-pop is on the rise. Gangnam Style had already come out. I think BTS were making waves over here in the States. Blackpink was blowing up. There you go. There's the 7-inch of Gangnam Style. So I do hear elements of that on this record, which makes sense. He's trying to keep up with the times, but this is the end of an era. Honestly, this is an end of an era. We're 2014. The whole club scene, people who were 21, 22, they're out of college now. They're having kids. They have a career. They're not out there anymore. They're not clubbing. This is like this is another transition period. And to me, after this record is when you see like he realizes the pop stuff is not going to really sell as much. So let's kind of he knows that his Spanish music or more Latin influence reggaeton music is going to be more popular, and that's really what he doubles down on after this record. He leaves a lot of the pop stuff and goes more in that direction, which I don't really prefer or really like that much, but it's still solid. It's still good stuff. So.
This is like definitely like what you said. This is kind of the last of an era, not just for Pitbull, but also just for like this era of club music. Club music is now transitioning into like what we hear today. Even today, it's kind of has transitioned from like pre-COVID towards like you go to any club. Like if you and I were to go clubbing today, it would sound fucking exponentially different than what it would have in 2014, than what it would have in 2008. But this is the last. This is the last of Pitbull. Pitbull at this point is lost, and you see it with like that World Cup performance he did with J-Lo and Claudia Leite or late. I don't know. He did a World Cup performance, like the opening ceremony, a big song with J-Lo and this girl that's from Brazil, like Brazil's like biggest pop star.
Yeah. And
she was an afterthought. And it's like, dude, that was so fucking tone deaf. Like Pitbull, you're better than that. He should have gave her backup. He should have been the Little John to her, and she should have been front and center. And people are still pissed off about it. And like the song sucks. It's not a good song.
A lot of the criticism of that performance in that song was that it wasn't in Portuguese. But it's like you also gave Pitbull full reign to write this fucking song. So he could write it in English or Spanish if he wanted to. He doesn't have to write it in Portuguese, which was a bad decision on his end, but it's also bad quality control on FIFA's end. Because they could have said, you're in Brazil. Why do you not do this in Portuguese?
Pitbull should have fucking known because he's done backup before. He did backup to Enrique Iglesias and he slayed those songs.
Yeah.
Like, dude, be backup to the biggest pop artist in Brazil. Don't be a dick. Don't take it over. This is the one. Maybe this is like the only misstep I think on his career, where he just like, dude, this was bad.
That's fair. And then at like after the World Cup 2014, this is when he goes back to the Spanish stuff. He puts out his second Spanish record, his 9th overall, called Dale, or maybe Dale. Dale. This is really the most reggaeton record he's ever put out, honestly.
This record is so good.
This is like one of my least favorite because I do not like
so fucking good.
I don't like reggaeton. I don't like it at all. It's like
this record is good.
Reggaeton, pop country, and worship music are like the worst genres of music for me. I just don't like it.
So like I get it. I don't like reggaeton being thrown into the other two because I think like pop worship. But you like fucking Thrice. Get the fuck out of here. So I don't buy that.
No, that's.
But the other one too. What's the other one you said? The pop country. Yeah, I get that. That's
worship music.
But I just said you like late Thrice. So like that's.
Yeah. And then I said so the three I don't like: reggaeton, worship, and pop country. I don't like.
Do you not have late Thrice on vinyls?
The last Thrice record I have is from 2009.
Which one's that one? Palms? Fucking
Beggars. Palms came out in 2017, I think.
Didn't you buy one twice? Which was the one, the fire cover?
Horizons East. Horizons East I bought twice by accident, but I don't have them I don't have it anymore.
The fact that you even bought it twice is just like that.
It was an accident.
Reggaeton is definitely better than both of those things that you said. But even pop country, you're saying contemporary pop country because like Alan Jackson,
I'm talking like
that's pop.
I'm talking
country.
About like
Friends in Low Places,
80s, or no, I'm talking early 90s till now.
You don't like Friends in Low Places?
No, I don't. I don't
like
Garth Brooks. I don't like Garth Brooks.
Enter Edgelord Tyler enters the chat. Okay, here we go. All right, that's fine. Anyway,
I don't make the rules.
That's not even a rule. It's just you pretending not to like something. This is like you in high school pretending not to like Pitbull. Like now you're pretending not to like absolute banger pop country songs.
You mean Garth Brooks? Okay.
Well, in high school you said you didn't like Pitbull.
Yeah, I did. Really did. But I grew up.
And now you're pretending not to like Friends in Low Places, but you do.
It's really stupid. Anyway, continue. We're not talking about me. We're talking about the song Dale.
I just wish you were honest. That's all I want.
I am honest, but you claim to love this record. I mean,
I love this record.
Okay, that's fine. I think
like
you
through and through, like if I had to choose one record, it might be this one, or it might be Libertad 548.
His like second to last record, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. It's fine. It's not my thing. I get it. People love reggaeton. I don't care. People love Sean Paul. Not Sean Paul. What's that idiot's name?
Sean Kingston?
Sean King. No, Sean Paul's the bad one. Sean Kingston is the singer, but Sean Paul's the reggaeton rapper guy.
Yeah.
Awful.
I like Sean Paul. I like Sean Kingston. Yeah. You're way too beautiful, girl.
That's a good song. It's a great pop song.
That's why it'll never work. But dude, Sean Paul's so good. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. Stupid reggaeton. That's stupid. Bad music. So we're at a point now where Pitbull's not putting out a record every year. There's a couple years, 3 years, 4 years between records, spreading it out, which is fine. I mean, he's past his peak. But none of these records are bad by any means. 2017 comes along, 10th record, climate change, ton of guests on this one. He brings it back a little bit more to the pop elements, but there's a lot of mid-tempo pop ballads.
Just my least favorite record.
Yeah, this is lower, certainly lower tier for me.
This is when I thought, like, dude, the sampling, it's too much, bro. Like, now it is too much. Because I think he samples fuck, man, I'll look it up real quick. But he samples one song. I'm like, dude, it does not sound good when you're doing this, and it's fuck.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. I think this is just kind of it doesn't have much excitement, not a lot of energy. And
the REO Speedwagon song, heard it from a friend who.
Oh yeah, that's right. He does. He does.
And I was
do
like,
that,
dude,
huh?
what are you doing? Like, that is, first of all, that song should never be sampled in like a pop dance format, because it just makes no sense, and it was not good.
Yeah, I totally agree. Just
And
not
I don't like Ty Dolla $ign, so that's another one of the big songs that was on there.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, but there's a 2-year gap between this climate change and then his 11th record, Libertad 548, and whatever. There's not really much to talk about in between that era, that time. He toured a lot, made a lot of money, did a lot of endorsements, advertising, marketing. I mean, the guy's that's what he does. He's great at it. So yeah, Libertad comes out. To me, this record is a great combination of his hip hop stuff, his pop club stuff, and also his Latin infused stuff. Like, it's all here on this record. It's the best combination of all of it.
Dude, I love this.
It's a good record
so much.
It's actually a really solid record. It really
deep.
is.
There's not a lot of songs, but they're all long, and they're all kind of explored pretty well. And like the people he has on here are huge. Like Ludacris has always been huge, right? But like we get Daddy Yankee back on here, we get Flo Rida, and like we talk about Worldwide Season, and we almost talked about doing Flo Rida, because Flo Rida has almost as many bangers as like Pitbull does. And you listen to Flo Rida's like top 10 on Spotify. Holy fuck, banger, 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 banger.
All bangers.
And Flo Rida's on top of the world at this point, and still kind of is, because he's kind of unsung and fucking amazing.
Yeah, nobody talks about Flo Rida enough.
This record is absolutely amazing. A lot of it's in Spanish, most of it's in Spanish, and it's man, there's some fucking bangers here, dude. Like, I think there's at least one on my top 10. Is there two? No, just one. Yeah, there's one on my top 10 here.
I don't think I didn't put anything for Libertad on my top 10. So yeah, I mean, at this point, COVID happens in 2020. Obviously, the world falls apart, and a joke of a time. But like every other band or artist, nobody toured. He put out several songs that were pretty popular within the Latin American community, and so yeah, he didn't really start touring again until 2022, and put out a few more songs. And then in 2023, he put out a song called Track House. And now, if you read about his career up to this point, he had bought like a NASCAR team or something like that.
Yeah, he did it all.
He like partnered with NASCAR as well as buying a team. So this record like coincides with his ownership of the team, and I just thought it fell a little flat, honestly. There's nothing bad about it, but there's nothing to write home about. I didn't put anything on here, from here on my top 10 list.
It was fun, but that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
But
nothing great. 2023.
This really shows you that when rich people do things, like buy teams or buy houses, whatever the fuck they do, they're just moving money around, right? Like, we're just moving money around from like investment to investment to investment for whatever reason, because the common folk will never know, because we don't have that much money. So whenever I see somebody like Pitbull buy a NASCAR team, I always think like, oh, okay, like your financial advisor told you that you should do this to lower your taxes. Okay.
Yeah, lower your taxes, diversify, all that bullshit.
Gotcha. Dick.
Yeah, that's true. But once again, the guy knows what he's doing. He knows how to make money.
Yeah, here we are, just talking about Pitbull for fucking hour and a half.
We are, yeah. It's funny, before we even started recording, you and I were talking about how much, how some people just have way too much money in life, and there should never be billionaires. There shouldn't be no billionaires in this world. And then, yeah, we're fucking praising Pitbull for being worth so much fucking money. It's crazy.
Just because, it's that old, like, Dane Cook. I think it's a Dane Cook joke. Maybe it's a Dave Attell joke. Where, like you make fun of somebody behind their back so often that you should thank them for the good times you've had. And I always think, like, damn, we should thank some of our favorite artists for like all of the good times we've had that we did not pay for, right? Like, I don't think I've ever paid for Pitbull, Like we pay for Spotify or whatever, but like I don't think I've ever given money to Pitbull.
Never
But,
bought
like-
his records, nothing, no.
But like I should, because I've had so much fun with Pitbull, and there's specific songs that are just locked in the vault forever that are just like, damn, dude, like that song brings up this very, very specific time in my life that I would not trade for anything that I didn't pay for. And it's because of Pitbull. Maybe not because of Pitbull, but Pitbull was an integral part of that core memory.
Yeah.
So
I
like,
would agree. I totally agree with you on that.
I don't mind if Pitbull's a billionaire.
I don't think he's quite there yet, but he has a
should
lot of
be.
fucking money.
Pitbull should
Has
be
a
the
lot of
Pitbull should be the richest man on earth. I'd be okay with that.
I mean, yeah, no, it's true. He's Mr. Worldwide. So, so then really the last thing he's done that has been popular, he did a remix, or he took a sample of Bon Jovi's "It's My Life" from the late '90s, and put that into a song. And dude, the song is a fucking banger.
And
man.
you like the song. I don't get it.
I like
It's
that
not
Bon
a good
Jovi song.
I
love that Bon Jovi song.
I only like the Bon Jovi song because of Ryan. Like that song sucks, dude. Bon Jovi
song's
sucks.
so good.
He's not
It's
metal.
so
He's
good.
not pop. Like what the fuck
No.
is Bon Jovi? So I don't know. But like Ryan doing Bon Jovi is next to none. It's amazing, and only because it's so fucking bad.
Because he's so bad at singing. Yeah, he's not a good singer. But anyway,
He owns
yeah,
it.
he does. He really does. But yeah, he put that out just a couple months ago or a month ago, something like that. So yeah, the song's called "Now or Never." I think it's a killer song. But anyway, he's still going, still doing it. So mad respect.
And also
to him.
like after Puerto Rico got hit by hurricane whatever it was, hurricane something. What the fuck did Puerto Rico get hit by?
Maria, I don't know.
I think it was maybe it was Maria. Maria. Dude, that was a shitty Santana
That was
song.
a terrible Santana song.
That was bad. But after Puerto Rico got hit by that hurricane, people fucking he's like, hey dude, like hey Puerto Rican army, my airplane, my private jet is yours to use, and you can just bus people back and forth. And he took like the aggressive cancer patients first, and brought them to America on his own dime, and like that's cool, man. That's just like to be there in the front, and he helped a lot with Katrina, like all of Florida helped a lot with Katrina, and for Lil Wayne to do that, like ugh, Lil Wayne's just a bitch. I like God, he's so good though sometimes.
No, he's not. He's terrible. There's nothing that Lil Wayne has done that's been good. Everything he's done is terrible. Lil Wayne's
Carter 3,
awful.
though? Okay.
No, it's not good. I've listened to. I've tried. I've tried so hard with Lil Wayne. He's awful. He's so bad. He's terrible.
What he's doing that Blink-182 song with what do they do?
What's my age again?
Yeah.
Yeah. And a Millie. Right? His
It
song
was Millie
or
Vanilli, some shit. Yeah.
And what's my age again? That
Do you think that was more annoying, or do you think, like, be honest here, but that was just like saying something real quick. Do you think that was more annoying, or do you think the Yellow Wolf part on Dogs Eating Dogs was more annoying?
100% the Lil Wayne.
What?
Yes, because
The
at least
Yellow
with
Wolf ruined a good song.
he did ruin a good song, but at least it was a new song. It wasn't that they were relying on the popularity that was What's My Age Again, and then just throwing a rap verse on.
Okay.
It was a completely different song. And if you take Yellow Wolf out of that song, it's still a song that stands on its own. It's not just a cover. And Lil Wayne is worse than Yellow Wolf outside of that Pretty Little Girl song. Yellow Wolf, he's fine. His rapping's fine. His songs are fine. Nothing about Lil Wayne is good. Everything is bad with Lil Wayne.
Okay.
So I don't make the rules.
Little girl.
So we're good. We've gone through his career. Now let's touch upon real quick his top 10 songs according to us. Several of these songs we've already talked about, so we're not going to go too deep into some of them, but let's do it. Top 10 Pitbull songs real quick. What's your number 10? Go.
What I got a scoop soup berry.
It's so good. It's so good.
Again, I don't know what the fuck he says. Very LMFAO
Oh,
sounding.
man.
Dude, just a bunch of other people here. Like that. Like that's what I like the most. And as we get through my top 10, you'll realize that like my top 10 very much heavily relies on the Spanish part and like the reggaeton part, because that's what I like more than anything else. And here, but this one's weird, dude. This This is like the most weird song he's ever put out.
Yeah, it's the most out of control song he's put out.
Weird.
Yeah, it's really, really weird. It's bizarre. But anyway, my number 10 then is Fireball. A little bit later in his career.
But like,
yes,
this one too,
the
like
trumpets or whatever it is.
It's
so fucking good.
That's very like salsa. That's very salsa
It's
picante.
salsa picante. Yeah, man, I love it. It's so good. And then when he yells like Fireball, and then it drops back into it. Oh my god, that yellow Fireball, and his rapping again. Fucking, I love his rapping.
Fireball.
I think he's a great rapper.
He says also like Ned from South Park that you like so much. Fireball.
Yeah. Well, he does that a couple times. He does it a couple times with the low thing, but then when he yells it, like just to hype everybody up, that Fireball when he hypes everyone up and it drops, fuck, it's so good, so good.
Yeah, my number 9, my ninth favorite Pitbull song is Fireball. I think he just sounds like he's having so much fucking fun.
No, seriously, it's a straight up fun fucking party song. So, like everybody's like dancing, like it almost feels like a conga line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where everybody's like, just like hands on each other's hips in front of them, and they're just kind of circling around that fucking conga line. That's what it's like.
Dance songs with like the heavy Latin flair, like that's the bee's knees, and that's going to be
so good. That's
going to be like the theme throughout my top 10.
All right, so my number 9, Kulo, from his first record, Miami. I mean, we talked about this a lot. The song is his rapping's great. It has a ton of that Latin flavor to it. Little John all over the song, produced it. He just hyping Pitbull the whole fucking time.
Kulo is your fucking great. 8th best Pitbull song. Ninth best Pitbull song.
Yes, correct. So then, what's your number 8? Here we go.
Don't stop the party, please. Don't stop the music.
I can't believe this even made I mean, I get it. It's a great fucking song. Never mind.
I mean, it's a perfect song. For me, it's the yeah, where fucking when it really drops in the beginning part and we get into the yeah parts. Like, I like the Madagascar song. I think it's a fucking banger of a song. Like, I remember watching that in Madagascar because I watched kid movies even before. Like,
I thought you meant you were in Madagascar, and I'm like, you've never been to Madagascar.
No, I've never been to Madagascar. I would never even go to Madagascar, even if I've had the option. That just doesn't appeal.
It's too far. It's too far.
It's too far. Like, what am I going to do there? Like, look at animals? I don't care.
And weird trees, like
weird trees. Like, I don't want to pet animals. I don't want to touch fucking weird exotic animals.
We've seen weird trees. We've been to a Joshua Tree. We know what weird trees look like.
Yeah, I know what weird trees look like. I live in the desert, bro. Like, trees are like hanging on to like 2 drops of water for the past 10 years. I know what weird trees look like. I have no interest in going to Madagascar. I like watching documentaries about Madagascar, but I would never go to Madagascar.
We're talking way too much about Madagascar.
I like the movie, though. Have you seen the movie Madagascar?
I've never seen the movie Madagascar.
It's fucking pretty good, dude.
I mean, I believe it. It's wildly popular.
It's a good movie. It's like Shrek. I know you don't like Shrek because you've only watched maybe half
I've never
of
seen
the first Shrek.
I've never seen Shrek. Never seen Shrek
Dude,
at all.
That first Shrek movie
never
is so
seen
good.
it.
That's first Shrek. That's gonna be that's my next pick. Like soundtrack season, I'm picking Shrek.
Oh my god! But actually, going back to what we were talking about earlier, like movies that everybody loves that we've never seen. Everybody loves Shrek, but I've never ever seen it.
Yeah, that makes sense. You always like try to be like an adult and popular and edgelord, so I get it. So yeah, don't stop the party, please don't stop the music.
All right, that's your number 8. My number 8 is "I'm Off That" from Global Warming. I believe it's the last song. No, it's not the last song, but goddamn, dude, I love the beat. I love the sampling. He raps a lot on this one, but his rapping is really, really fucking good. So much energy.
Like, that's crazy.
Dude, this song.
I love
this
song.
Not
a top 10 song,
dude. It's so incredible. Go listen to it again because it's very LMFAO too. Like when he's going back into the chorus, it's just that the one snare that.
But he does it in here too.
I know, but it sounds so much better in this one because the tempo's a little bit faster. And then it drops into that. It drops into that fucking big ass fucking beat in the chorus.
This is like his trap song.
It is very trappy. No, it is very trappy. Yeah, I know. And I don't normally like trap music.
You like trap music a lot. You like your 2 biggest things are anthems and trap music. So I get it.
Well, Settle down. So what's your number 7?
Calle Ocho. I know you want me. I know you want me.
It's a great song.
Dos, tres, cuatro. That's my number.
And then when he counts like that, then you have the trumpet hit on the beat every time he does the number. Oh, that's so good.
It's so good. Yeah, that's my number 10, 9, 8, 7.
Number 7?
7? Yeah, 7.
Yeah, 7. So 7 for me is Crazy, from Revolution with Little John. I mean, come on, man. This is like one of the greatest club anthems ever. Dude, this is in your top. I think this is in your top 10, isn't it?
It is, but
yeah.
Yours is way too low. But okay.
I mean, it's so good that just that when he's following that, when he's following the melody, singing the melody. Oh my God, so good. And then Little John's constantly hyping him up the whole song. Fucking good, man. Crazy is an incredible song. So what do you got for number 6?
It's a true beyond banger.
It really
All
is.
right, so my next one is this song called Mala, and Mala is off of
this is a weird one.
548. I think I'm always going to default to these type of songs. Like I said earlier, it's female melodies with Pitbull bringing like the harms and the hype, and like singing in Spanish is always going to help. Like in my case, so that's why I like this song. This is
such an outlier.
It's a Beanie Man song. Beanie Man song called Rumi. But like when the girl throws that verse in, it's so catchy, and I think like, damn, this is, I don't know. Like in my mind, I'm still going back to like the first time I heard like Plastilina Mosh, and I'm thinking, like,
I forgot about that song. Holy shit!
And I'm thinking like, dude, I'm in like Mexico. I'm with like Palmer and Moda. And I just like, again, the vault stuff's here, and like, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, so like this brings me back to a very, very hyper specific time when I'm out of the country. I don't speak their language very well, and Mala, dude, this song was a banger. I want. So like, I'm gonna do it with you. You can do it with me. Tomorrow, the first thing I do when I get to work is I'm gonna listen to your top 10 again.
Okay.
Just
I'll do your top 10 too.
And then
it's going to be fun no matter what.
Yes, exactly. It'll be fun no matter what. And I'm hoping I get something more after hearing your rationale from it. So
I think you'll like I'm Off That more.
That's the one that I'm
honestly,
worried about the most.
That's my outlier. That's really my outlier. Like Mala is your outlier. It is, but there's something about that melody and the way it builds that's so good, because it's also a little bit faster. The tempo's a little bit faster. He does a lot of the same tempo stuff, but with I'm Off That, it's a little bit faster, and it adds more excitement to it. It's good, but there's a lot of overlap too with our playlists. A lot of
overlap, and I think like I'm always just going to default again to like songs like Mala, songs where they're like they're in a different language, particularly like Spanish or Cuban, Spanish, but like anything that's in Spanish, I'm going to. But like you also, more.
You're also half Mexican, so it's like you grew up a lot with that.
That's true.
So
I do have a lot of.
You have a different childhood, a different adolescence than I did, So there's that.
It's like this song isn't nostalgic, but like the Spanish language is very comforting to me.
Yeah,
like going to a party and everyone's speaking Spanish. Like I feel fine. I feel comfortable. Whereas like if I went to a party and everyone's speaking like Korean, I feel fucking weird. Because like
I still feel weird. I'm 18 years later and I still feel weird.
I only know Oppa Gangnam Style, and that's it. So, so I'm like, what the fuck would I talk about? But yeah, I don't know. There's something very familiar, very very comforting about Pitbull and singing in Spanish. But Mala's like. I'll get into it later because Mala, dude, and Taxi is so fucking good too.
All right. So my number 6, we already talked about it. What I gotta? I don't even know how to say. You say it better than I can.
What I gotta put this berry.
Yeah.
I only say it like how I think he says it in the song.
But it's better than what I could try to do. I
think what that song is like a bunch of guys that speak like pretty decent English, and there's probably a word somebody said like, what did you just say? Like, I don't know. What I got to poots his berry.
And they're just like busting his balls.
Because berry can rhyme with so many different things. Like, oh, fuck it. That's the name of the song. And then they just kind of like riff off of that. That's what I think happened with this song.
I like that.
But god damn, that song is so good.
It is really good.
That was the one song, again, like I said earlier, that was the one song that like literally made my jaw drop. I could not believe the song even exists, and I never heard it before.
I know it's a truly standout song.
It's
so different. It actually sounds like they're busting somebody, like their friend's balls. Like, you know what I mean?
It does.
It's like they're teasing their friend for fucking, like how
how
we do that. Like if like you said cinnamon earlier instead of cinnamon.
Yeah.
Like I brought that up. It's like it's kind of the same thing. You say something wrong, all your friends bust your balls about it, and that's what the song is. They literally wrote a whole song about that. It's great. Fucking great. So what do you got for number 5?
Number 5. We are on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hotel room service.
It's so good.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a super catchy chorus, verse, intro, whatever. It's a perfect fucking song. Who cares? Everybody knows it. Delicious.
Yeah, I totally agree. My number 5, Fuego, from El Marial. Marial? I don't know how to pronounce it. Fuck it.
Marial's fine.
Fuego. So
like
much fucking.
It sounds like fucking. It sounds like some type of like aqua. Like that.
No, it's the vibraphone. It's the vibraphone. And also the melody's great. His rapping's fucking great in it. There's so much energy. And then when he hits the chorus, you have the vibraphone, but then he kind of sings in a lower register. Oh, it's so good. He's
very smooth on this one.
It's so fucking good.
He's very smooth on this one.
God damn, it's incredible. I love Fuego. This is honestly I wanted to put this one higher, but my top 4 are just untouchable. Absolutely untouchable. So, what do you got for number 4?
Okay. All right.
What do you got? What do you got for 4?
Yeah. Taxi. This is based on, it's off his Dale record. Dale is based off of some reggae group, Chaka Demus and Pliers. Never heard of them before, but it's I guess a really popular dancehall song from the early 90s. Sly and Robbie hit the rhythm section on that one. But this is kind of a cooler side of Pitbull. Like still makes you want to like move, but not in like an overly aggressive Lil Jon kind of way. It's more of like, all right, let's take a break from dancing aggressively and like let's sip our cocktails and get ready for the next song. But while this song plays, let's have a really fucking good time. This is like his stoner song. Because he sings.
Okay.
There's a lot of whispering.
This is quite the outlier on the playlist too. I would have never in a million years put this on a top 10 playlist for
this
him.
song is so good.
And
dude.
you put it so high.
Beep,
it's a
beep.
good song. It's a good song. You know, it really, really is. But man, this didn't even make like my top 34.
I know you have
because like I said,
you basically just copy and pasted his fucking discography, which is what you always do. But like, dude, you have to admit, like Pitbull songs he follows a formula, good or bad. He follows a fucking formula, right?
Nothing wrong with that.
And so when some of these songs, like I don't know what they are until the chorus hits. I don't know what they are until I hear like the female guest vocalist. I don't know what they are until I hear a specific like phrase. Like that to me is just not exciting. Songs like Taxi are fucking exciting to me.
Okay, I dig it. I appreciate it. I appreciate you dug deep. You got a deep track. You know,
I will say too, like the other day, like driving to work. I don't work early, but like driving to work, I listened to
at the crack.
What I gotta put is Berry. What I gotta put is Berry. I listened to that song twice in a row, windows down. It was perfect too. Even more perfect.
So your 10-minute drive to your record store.
Yeah, twice. It's
so good. All right, so my number 4 is I Know You Want Me from the Revolution record. God damn, dude, this is just a beyond banger. We already talked about this enough.
1, 2, 3,
but we all know how great this is, and I've always loved it. I have nothing bad to say about it. Instantly gets you pumped up, has that Latin flavor to it, but a great club dance beat to it as well. Fantastic. And the way he hypes himself up, like Little John's not on here, but he hypes himself up. Just by counting, the way he counts, he's hyping himself up to the chorus or the verse or whatever it is. It's incredible.
It's cool because sometimes he says like the uno, dos, tres, and there's this quattro. But sometimes on the quattro, the music just starts. So like it drowns out the quattro. It's like uno, dos, tres. And then we get into it. So we don't get to hear the quattro because we can't wait. I don't want to wait.
Can't wait. The music's so exciting. You can't. Why would you wait?
I don't want to wait.
Why would you wait? So what do you got for number 3?
Crazy with the K. It's
okay.
It's the pacing of this one. Dude, this sample is
Yeah.
fucking wild. It's easy to dance to, jump to, get excited to. Little John, he comes in at like the fucking 3-second mark, right? Like, dude cannot wait to just open his mouth. And honestly, like, this is one of my favorite videos that he's done because it's so like basic. It's so dumb. It's so lo-fi. It's just him and Pitbull, Little John and Pitbull behind like a wall of just like lights, like gold lights, and it's stupid. It's fucking dumb. It's a shitty video, but it's
much
also
like a lot of
for this.
a lot of Pitbull songs are pretty stripped down musically anyway.
Yeah,
like it's not like there's all these layers and all this crazy shit going on. These songs, all of his songs are pretty straightforward. But that's kind of the genius of it. It's just everything is so simple, but just perfectly placed, perfectly written. Fucking great. Love it. So my number 3 is the anthem from the Boat Lift record.
This is the anthem to all you friends now.
Little John is here. That saxophone sample is beyond. It's so iconic. The song was massive, and I know a lot of our songs on our top 10s are his singles, his big hits, but they are that
There's
good.
a fucking reason why
there's a really honestly a reason because these songs are just such beyond bangers, and this is one of them. And honestly, I completely forgot about this song until this week when I listened to it again, and it just you really forget how many bangers and popular songs Pitbull has, and the anthem is just one of them. Just the constant like da da da, the constant snare
Dude,
hit.
this is
Da,
all about
da,
that Calabria, that rune fucking sound, that ding 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 ding, and like, dude, that was the first. Okay, so just because I don't do what we want on this podcast, but the first night that Palmer and I moved to Portland and we were still sleeping in tents. No, we got a hotel room in Beaverton, and we were still kind of like taking the Max down to Portland Major and going to the bars and stuff. We stopped by this one like Dixie, like a Western bar, like a Dixie Club bar or whatever. I don't know, like a white girl bar. But anyway, we were sitting there and we were fucking tired after driving 17 hours. We parked our cars and then took the train in just to get drunk for the night. And it was like 10 o'clock. And I fucking remembered the first time I ever heard, and that's why this is not in my top 10, is because the Enur version of this, the ENUR, which is just like, it's a formation of 2 other artists together. One of the original is part of the 2 that forms to make Enur. But the first time I ever heard that song was at this bar. And like we were just tired, dude. I remember being really, really tired. And the song came on, and Paul and I looked at each other and we're like, all right. And we didn't say nothing. And this is all hearsay because it probably didn't happen like this, but we didn't say nothing.
You're romanticizing the moment, yeah.
We knew, like, dude, this song is so good that we are not going to remember the rest of it after this. And we proceeded to get like overly ridiculously drunk. And I don't know how we made it home. And that's why like Pitbull's version will never be as great as the Enur version, because the Enur version has like whoop, it goes whoop whoop, it has like claps in it, as a female vocalist. Yeah. It's just like, for me, the nostalgia hits harder than the Pitbull one. But damn, I had forgotten about this song. I think I even like texted you too. I was like, dude, I fucking forgot about this song.
Yeah.
And thanks to Pitbull, I got to relive that moment.
There were quite a few moments this week where we were texting each other like, damn, I forgot about this song. Listen to how fucking great this song is. Like, there were several moments where we were just shooting each other links of like this of some of the songs. Damn, dude, it was so good. So good.
Wild stuffs.
All right, so what's your number 2 here? On the board?
This was my number 1. This should be number 1, but I can't put it as number 1 because one's better. But Kulo's my number 2.
That's way too high.
Kulo may be like, again, I said it earlier, Kulo may be like objectively his best song, his most, I don't know, his stamp on this earth, right? Like what is Pitbull known for? It's Kulo. Like it's it. It's like the main percussive part, like we talked about, has been done by several artists.
Yeah.
Everyone is great, and even like the other one by the girl group, which I can't remember the name.
Nina
but if
Sky.
you heard it, you're like, holy
Nina
fuck!
Sky.
And
Yeah.
like, who knows fucking Nina
Well,
Sky?
it's Nina Sky and Major
Vegas.
Lazer. No, Major
Mr.
Lazer.
Vegas is the original one who did it.
Yeah,
like a year
but then
before.
but then
and
Nina
then they
Sky
took
and Major
it,
Lazer
and then
did it,
Pitbull
yeah.
took it. But like, we don't know who Nina Sky is, right? Like, come on. Like, if I said, "Hey, what's that Nina Sky song?" before this week,
I mean,
would you be like,
I would
"Oh,
know
yeah,
it because I
knew."
love the song. No, I would know because I love this.
If I said, hey, hold on there, dude.
Yeah,
hold on there,
yeah.
dude. Before this week, if I said, "Hey, what's that best Nina
No,
Sky song?"
I guess maybe not. No, because I think it came out
if
around
you
the same
heard
time.
it, if
I
you
take it back.
heard it,
Okay, I stand corrected. I do stand corrected because
name
I think
alone.
I think
Never.
the Nina Sky song came out a year after Kulo did.
But regardless,
Pretty sure it did.
name alone, nobody knows who fucking Nina Sky is.
A lot of people do. I knew who
Of
they
course, millions of people do, and you know who? No, I don't believe that for a second.
Okay, that's
name
fine.
alone, no way in hell.
were. Name
Also,
alone. Name alone.
no way in hell.
Name alone.
If name the best Nina Sky song, you'd be like, oh yeah, it's fucking Kulo. Nah, not a million years. Calm down, Edgelord. But like, I don't know, I just core. Pitbull's always been Pitbull's always been a club guy, and this fucking proves it. We talked about like how Pitbull has like grown to be like a rapper into like a club dude. Like, nah, he was always a club dude. This is a club song about booties, and it got everyone to shout "Kulo" anytime you heard this fucking song, dude. This song knew no bounds. It knew no color, fucking gender, political affiliation. It's fucking gold. This is
Wait, hold on.
wild.
I just remembered this right now. A few days ago, Tammy and I were listening to my top 10 playlist in the car, and Kulo came on, and she looked at it, and I was like, "You remember this song?" She's like, "Yeah, I remember this song." And I'm like, "Do you love it?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's a good song. Pitbull is cool." Like, and then she's like, "Wait, but Kulo, that means butthole, doesn't it?" And I'm like, "No, there's no way he'd
It's not
he'd
butthole.
I know, but she really was convinced it was butthole, and then she had to look it up, and sure as shit, it was just ass or butt.
Yeah.
But she really thought it was butthole. Like really, you really think this guy would come out with a song called Butthole?
Butthole. Also, tell me this though: listening to your car, did both of you do like Kulo?
No, we're not that crazy.
Ah, dude.
But honestly, I was getting way more into the songs than she was, and then she was getting mad at me because she thought I was really stupid for getting so into Pitbull.
That's because she was
and
trying
then-
really hard not to, though.
It's true. And then all this week, because I work from home, so I've been listening to Pitbull all day, every day for the last week. So after every album would finish, I'd go out to because she'd be like in the bedroom sleeping, or she'd be in the living room hanging out by herself. I go out there and say, "Hey, want to go listen to Mr. Worldwide with me? You want to go listen to Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide?" She gets so mad. She gets so fucking mad.
Of course, like that answer is going to be no.
All the fucking time.
But
She's
I
so
guarantee goddamn to you throw anybody into a situation where they had a bar and Mr. Worldwide comes on, guess who's the first person to be singing along?
mad. Tammy.
Everybody.
Everybody. Yeah, no, everybody.
Because they're good.
Yeah, exactly.
This is like the first single off of his first record. Like, he's telling us, like, yo, watch out for me. I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna get big.
Mm-hmm.
God damn,
All right,
Kulo's so good.
So Kulo is great. We're wrapping. Honestly, we've kind of already done our wrap up, but anyway. So yeah, my number 2, Hotel Room Service. We already talked about this song. Just incredible. That synth part, fucking so good. The main riff, I guess you could say. So your number 1. What do you got for number 1?
I want you to do your number 1 first, and then I'll end with my number 1 because your number 1.
Give me everything.
Stupid.
Give me everything. This is, dude, everything about this song. Not just
come on, grow up.
The beat itself, the part with Neo, the main hook is fucking incredible. And then you hear the ba 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 ba, and then she matches it. Oh my god, dude. The build up, everything is just, it's such a beyond banger. It's unreal how good this song is. And then it drops into the fucking EDM beat. I mean, this song is beyond absolute perfect. And also another thing we have not talked about at all, which is so insane, is how much Pitbull laughs. He always has that ha 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 ha, and then he'll drop into a verse, haha, and then hype himself up, haha, whatever. He always does the laugh. God, that's his signature move.
Yeah,
incredible.
Travis Scott did it in fucking Gym Class Heroes.
Pitbull does it the best. He does the laugh the best.
So let's get into the real best Pitbull song.
Timber is not the best. Timber is not the best
song. Yeah, Timber is the best Pitbull song, and it features Kesha, and Kesha's one of those artists in his repertoire. This was almost Rihanna. Rihanna was supposed to be here instead, but she had obligations, and I'm fucking so glad because I don't like Rihanna. I don't like her at all.
I don't. She has a couple good songs. The
only time I like her music is when like people are covering like Umbrella and shit like that.
But Umbrella is a really good song.
I don't like her version though. I like when pop punkers do Umbrella. Okay. I don't like it. It's whatever's. It's fine. It's boring. But anyway, yeah, dude. Like the harmonica player here. I've reading some facts about on Wikipedia and shit. The harmonica player was paid. But so first of all, this is a cover song. It's not like a sample. This is a fucking cover by Lee Oscar, San Francisco Bay. That's a song name. Just different lyrics. And I listened to the song. I was like, dude, this is a cover through and through. And a lot of Pitbull songs have this like slow build into the wild verse. But this one like already starts off with a wild intro that jumps into an even bigger verse. And Kesha has an iconic way about her, the way she says things. And like she has perfected that kind of like wake up in the morning, same way like your girl,
she's an incredible songwriter.
Nicki Minaj does, but like better because it's not so over the top. It's more like an accent, even though she's not really from a place where like that accent is prevalent. This is
she sounds like she's always drunk. She always sounds like she's drunk.
It sounds like she's drunk trying to enunciate her words to sound like she's not drunk.
Yes, exactly.
Right? Like, wake up in the morning.
Yeah. Man. Kesha is so great. I mean, she's written so many. I mean, she's honestly more of a songwriter than the actual artist itself. You know what I mean? It's like she's written for so many great acts. But I love her music, too. I also love her music.
Like, it's just, like, to me, it's fucking wild that, like, you don't put this in your top 10 because like just 1 second, just like I instantly know what this is. I instantly know like, fuck man, we're about to get a rad Kesha moment and an even radder Pitbull moment. We're about to have this interplay between the two that they have. Like Pitbull's never had a female vocalist match him, challenge him the way Kesha does. No one has ever done that.
Okay, that's fair.
And it's like this song is fucking wild. This song is his best song. It's not even fucking close. This is Kesha's best song. Like it's insane.
Okay. Settle
this is
down.
insane.
It's not her best song.
What is Kesha's best song?
It's certainly not this.
TikTok? What's her best song?
Steven.
Exactly. Oh God.
That's a good song though. That's a great song. And that totally caught you off guard.
God, dude. Kesha's so obviously like, I just really, really, really like Kesha, but like this song is fucking good, dude. No, this song it's stupid. I want to use more vulgar terms, but this song it's stupid that's not in your top 10.
Whatever. It's a great song. Made my top 34.
It made my top million. Fucking idiot.
All right, so let's do a quick wrap up. I mean, we've sung so many praises about Pitbull, so let's wrap it up. Let's just wrap it up because we're not going to rank him. We're not going to rank him.
Wrap it up.
So what do you got? Go.
That was pretty much like it. I don't.
Yeah, I guess that's it, right? Yeah, we have
Pitbull like it just holds a place in our heart, and we're not club goers. We're not dancers. We don't. I don't know. We never went to clubs in the pursuit of. You know, it's kind of funny because like we did go to clubs in the pursuit of I don't know, pursuing like girls.
Yeah.
But like ultimately, it was more like bro time.
A lot of it was, yeah.
And even like some of the best Friday, Saturday nights like I've ever had was just staying at home and playing Mario Kart with the boys.
I know, yeah, right.
So like it was never like, yeah, this is like Dane Cook says, right? When he makes fun of girls, like, oh, fuck guys, let's go dance. So I'm like, oh, fuck girls, dude. Let's go play Mario Kart.
I know. I totally agree.
But Pitbull is a part of all of it, because even though we stayed home on a Friday night and played Mario Kart and drank till way later we should have, Pitbull was there. Pitbull's always been there, and he'll always fucking be there. And I still throw him on from time to time, and I'm gonna throw him on more because of this. This is one of those times like I should thank him. I don't know.
Shoot him a DM. All right, so yeah, Pitbull with me. I think his music, all of his music, is so much fun. Yeah, he has obviously everybody has weak records, but even his weak records are really, really fucking good. So much nostalgia, so many good memories with the Pitbull songs involved, and I love his rapping. I think he just puts out great fucking music. He seems like a really cool guy. Yeah, he's a rich, really, really rich guy, but damn, I still like the guy. He's fucking cool. He actually seems genuine, for what that's worth. Which who knows, but I don't know. I think this music is so much fun, and I'll never stop listening to Pitbull. I don't know. I have nothing. I really have nothing bad to say about the guy. I really, really don't. I think he's just that fucking good. He's that good. He's that good, and he's that great at marketing himself. He didn't create anything new. He didn't break any barriers, but that's fine. You don't need to be this revolutionary. You could just be a great artist and put out great fucking music. Hook up with great producers. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Like people like lose like the scope of music in general, right? Where it's like, we can cyberbully now. Like, what do they do for music? Like, how do they change the scope of music? Like, dude, sometimes it's okay just to have fun. Like, it's okay. Like, chill the fuck out and just.
You know what's so funny? We're cyberbullying Skip right now. And we're only cyberbullying him because he talks so much shit on Unwritten Law. After we did the Unwritten Law episode like a month ago, he talks so much shit about it. But this is like literally what sparked the whole thing. But it's so funny. I don't know. Love Skip.
Like it's okay just to have fucking
just have fun. Just have fun. And honestly, I'm probably gonna go see Unwritten Law in August. Tickets are $35. House of Blues in Anaheim. I'll probably go to that. So. Come on over, Skip. I'll take you. I'll buy your ticket, Skip. I'll buy your ticket to go see Unwritten Law if you fly over here from Birmingham.
Damn,
I'll go. Anyway, Pitbull.
The UK has not had fun since the 1700s.
When they all came over here. When they all came to the United States, yeah.
That's when they got whooped on by us.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars if you're watching on YouTube. Smash that subscribe button. And that's all I have, or we have for this episode. And that's it. That's all.
That's all.
Money